doing is I'm going to try something here, which I may do this once a week. I may not. Um, so what I'm doing is for those who are alone, who are truly forced. We're trying to go over what we did the whole week. What did we do? What did we accomplish? This is sort of like a diary, like a weekly diary. Like before we start Monday, after we've done everything we did on the weekend and all that shit. What did you do? What did you accomplish? Now, did you go out on a date? Did you talk to a girl? Did you meet somebody online? Did you meet somebody offline? Date a coworker? Okay. I haven't talked to any women. Still talking to this one girl online, but I haven't met anybody in a long time. I did see one girl at the supermarket without her mask. Um, with the masks, they are lifting the mandates. They say that if you're not vaccinated, you have to still wear a mask, but I hope they take down all the fucking signs. I'm sick of that. But that's what I went to the store for. So I went to the store to make this, and I can make it two more times, and then I gotta go get takeout food. But this is good. This is the Tomb Raider cookbook. I believe I showed some of you the recipes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. So you're using yogurt, you're using spices like garam masala, you're using pepper salt, kosher salt. Kosher salt is like it looks like dandruff salt. I don't know. I call it dandruff salt because it has that dandruff look, but it's good salt. Um, Turmeric, coriander, chili powder. It's great stuff. So I'm making this. I can make it four times. So I've made it. I'm halfway through the recipes. I marinated the chicken. It's great. Um, yeah. So I saw one pretty girl, but we didn't say anything to each other. Just passed by. She didn't seem interested in looking at me that much. Um, I see people. They come by. They come and go. I still remember that. I don't know if I mentioned this on YouTube, but there was a guy that was trying to pick up on a girl on a bus on a metro bus, and she was like she was not having it. She was not having it that day, and I was not going to go talk to her. There are some women I'll chase if I see something. There's a book called Day Bang in which or Bang in which you have a way to talk to girls without it looking creepy or awkward. It's been difficult since the last 2 years. But I think now that we're not socially distancing as much and not wearing as many masks, hopefully people get out of that and be like, okay, if you don't go near people, things don't happen. And I don't want to see stupid memes or people supporting having sex with masks on. Like, come on, that's not going to work. You're not going to have. I mean, I think I went over a lot of topics about that. So besides the cooking, um, so I want to tell you all about this one job offer that they had for my work. It's basically a promotional job in which you're what I'm doing is I'm doing custodian work involving pick up trash, compacting trash. What the promotional job would be is you're managing the other people. So you're a manager. But the thing is that the job I work at by trains, it's about 2.5 hours from this house. And it's 8 hour shift. It could be more than 8 hours. It may pay more, but it's 8 hours. And since I'm there seasonally or temporary, morally, it did not seem right for me to take on. I thought about this for about 2.5 days. So the notification in my email saying, here's a job offer within the system to go up to manager, and basically you're a lead. But they want leads. They want people already qualified to be leads. But I felt like even if I was qualified on some level, having known where we take trash for compacting, knowing the industry I'm in, the people around me, I felt it wasn't morally right for me to take the job, even if they paid more. So I decided not to fill that one out. Um, if there was a job that paid a little more money, but maybe I worked 5 hours and I still have to go 2.5 hours by train, okay, I can do that. There's another job that's related where you're greeting the patrons. It's in the same area as where I'm doing trash, but you greet patrons. Uh, You greet people who are paid patrons. Uh, you're kind of like security, but you don't physically get involved in any altercations. You're basically kind of like you're a meter greeter, and then you kind of enforce the rules that people are not if people are smoking in unsmoking, in designated not designated areas. You have to. It's like it's an easier job, but I don't know if I could get that job. There's different positions for character actors or street performer. Um, I don't think I have the look for it. Some street performer characters are like have to be 6 feet tall, have to have a good jawline, very photogenic, and I can't do that. I have, it's like this. The name of this stream is "Take the Job but Know Your Limits." My situation is because I am TFL. There is an upside to this. Okay, I have no wife and I have no kids, so I don't have to desperately get an 8-hour job, work myself to death like a dog to pay for anybody's college education. That's the good news. And I told myself I would not have kids with anyone or be with anyone that I felt was not worth my time. Now you've seen like of the first few girls I've ever talked to, except for Bianca, maybe in a different reality, but like maybe the first couple of them from my childhood might have been worth it, but we were too young to know what love was. So that is a difficult situation. But at my age, I'm in my 40s. I haven't gone on a date in 4 or 5 years. I don't know if I'm ever going to go on another date. The last ones I did were by Tinder or Zoosk, and I'm not interested in that. Not really. Um, so I'm working on the Eternal Darkness art. I'm playing some games. You've seen some of the videos I posted. And that's about it. I'm still doing Metal Men. I'm almost done. I know that story can kind of get boring and slow, but I am trying to ramp up the final scenes of that and then just be done with it. Maybe take a long break. Work on some other things that I have put to bed for a while. Um, I still do writing. I still do board gaming. You've seen some of my puzzles. You've seen some of my board games. I've lost some subscribers. I'm at 1809 or 1808 subscribers. I'm not sure what's going on. Could be a slow time. Could be that people are losing interest. I'm not sure what I can do. Um, there are some people I see that post all the time. One guy has autism, he claims, and he's posting all the time. And he keeps on posting these clickbaity goodbye posts. Like, if you're going to stop, then stop. If you're going to take a hiatus, take a hiatus. I think the last one he admitted to taking a temporary break. I don't know. Ridiculous, I think. I don't know. It's not ridiculous to take a temporary break, but it's ridiculous that you kind of lure people thinking you're done, but maybe you're not done. I don't know. I don't know when I'll be done. Um, it's it's fighting to keep my independence. I still don't talk to my family. I still don't deal with people that I don't need to deal with. The people that slow me down. Um, those are the people I don't need in my life. I haven't. I remember running into people from my past. That's done. So what do I plan to do? I have some training, additional training I need to do for my job in not Tuesday, but next Tuesday, the Ides of March. That'll be fun. Be like it's an 8-hour shift. It's like traffic school. So we'll see how that goes. They'll pay me. I got to get more details about that. But yeah, I mean, I thought about taking that promotional job. There was another one that had to do with computers, but you need a bachelor's degree in science. And I'm like, oh, uh. So know your limits, know your opening, know your opportunity. There was an offering for a job to be an art teacher, and they were trying to give that to me. But the way the organization was that I was volunteering at, it was very poorly run. It's an organization where they help underprivileged kids and mostly a black African American descent. It is a black and African American run organization. The problem is, though, it's run by 4 people and they're all women. It's a little biased, not so much about race, but about gender. And all the men left. So If you see an all women's group where they're supposed to represent diversity and you see all the men are gone, what does that tell you? I did another volunteer like that and I quit that shit. Quit all of it. Nope. I mean, it's one thing when you can't get a date, when you can't be with somebody, but to try to do like the one I did that had all women in a different volunteer job, that one I took it on because I was abused as a child and I wanted to help other kids like me. And all the men, all the male volunteers disappeared and all the women were there and they didn't give two shits about what they were doing. All they cared about was getting their college credits and that was it. So I feel like I'm headed on the right path. I feel like I'm trying to do the right things. Um, but that's what's happened this week. I'm still going to be cooking from the cookbook. I'm going to go through just, I think, the dinners for this and not much more because it's, that's all there is. I mean, there's just, and then I'll try some other things. I have a casserole cookbook and I have besides a casserole cookbook, I have what else? That's it. I have like recipes I can get off the back of boxes. I can do rice-a-roni. I can do hamburger helper. I can do pizza, my own spaghetti, whatever I feel. My mom once told me she regretted not teaching me how to cook. Um, you would probably micromanage everything I would cook. You would just I don't need that. No need. Okay. I don't want somebody. I don't need a backseat driver. I need people to trust what I'm doing. For the most part, I'm not a master cook. I'm just following the recipes. I just look at what I need to do, and if I can improvise it, if I can replace one ingredient for another, I do that. It's being creative. It's finding creativity in the things you do. So with that, let's see. I might have to do my annual for my checkup this coming soon. My birthday, my 44th birthday is in a couple of months, 2.5 months, about 2.5 months. Um, and there's not a lot much more going on. I'm looking forward to doing more art. I'll show you some more stuff. But if you ever do get that job offer, take a good look at it, see what you like, see what you don't like. And with that, let's start the week anew.